Welcome back, Cybergun and her trip. Mission today keeps the doctor at bay. Ambrose? Ractor? Yeah, I don't know if I could do two. This is the time of year where my work gets really busy. I would like to finish Saturday at the latest, though. Because this weekend is Thanksgiving in Canada. I don't have a busy single day of work. It really comes down to what contractors want. Whoa. Why did these just pop up before? Is there a person over here? There's a robot there. At this distance, with a minigun, I have a 43% chance to hit. I'm actually surprised it's that good of a shot. I would prefer if they got their first turn. I think they would move closer then. Gobbet's just out in the open. At least they're in cover. Somewhat. I think I remember hearing them say they fixed a lot of the loot system for Neo. Doesn't say anything about it being initiative. It might be though. Kind of like an unwritten thing on the... Oh, now there's two. What do I want? Do this first. And get my lawyers going here, Koshe and Koshe. Would I be able to hit? Nice. There's something... There they are. I thought there was something over here, because over here words came up. So we can have her go here. There it is. Ooh, and conveniently he went within range of 1. Missed. So you have a higher chance to hit this thing. Dang. Yeah, I don't think I need more points in strength and stuff, so I was just gonna put it into my range combat. So at least then it'll be an option. Plus it's a minigun. Minigun's just cool. Is there anything like over here that I can't see? No. Knock knock. Hello, who are you? You step into the opulently appointed penthouse to the sound of voices. Several adults are scattered around the room, one standing in front of a young teenager. The young girl is engaged in an argument with a woman whose nose has a long scar over it, and whose body language speaks weariness. Vindicator minigun intimidation option would be great. Scarred woman. Little girl, I don't care what the Fushi team told you. I'm freelance, and I know exactly what my contract states. It says that I keep you here, in this penthouse, and that you don't get to leave or receive any visitors unless Mr. Johnson says so. Simple as that. The girl, your target, Lillian Lai, growls under her breath. Why you gotta be that way? You're more pig-headed than an actual pig. She looks past the bodyguard and spots you. Her eyes go wide, but she doesn't say anything. Practice, girl. A lot of practice and a lot of years working for MET 2000. I get paid really well for what I do, but I do not get paid to listen to bullshit. The scared woman narrows her eyes at Lai. Look at me when I'm talking to you. She ignores the scared woman and continues to look past her toward you. With a quick flick of her wrist, she dismisses the woman's command. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. We done here? Annoyed, the scared woman glances over her shoulder and locks eyes with you. Well, well. Looks like some freelancers. She turns to face you with a slow confidence, and the Fushi guards follow suit. Why would a dignified merc like you be slumming it up with Fushi? I'm betting they pay well. A job's a job, right? Everybody's got bills to pay. He glances left and right at the Fushi guards, gesturing for them to remain calm. The name's Con Air. Isane Conair. Maybe you've heard of me. I tend not to pay attention to other freelancers. Fair enough. I guess I can't fault you for avoiding social entanglements. Looks like we've got a problem. You're a freelancer, and so am I. I'm getting paid to guard this girl, and you must be getting paid to take her out of here. Asane clenches a fist and pops each knuckle independently. Seems like it'll be you against me. That does seem like the most probable course of action. Koshei scuttles forward, its killing legs splaying menacingly. Shall we? Insane Con Air is what I first read as well. What I'm doing here is I need to get this little girl out of here. I think our mission was just to come in, get her, and go back up to the penthouse roof. Something tells me it's not going to be that simple. Considering we're here already, she's here. Isane folds her arms with a smirk. Come on, I'm a professional. You think I feel threatened by my own kind? Yeah, alright. We don't have to fight. You could just give me the girl. Yes, this is a milk run. Easy. Oh, I'm too stupid. Oh yeah? How do you figure? Sunny crosses her arms over her chest, waiting. Well, if we throw down here, the girl might get hurt, and I'm pretty sure you don't have the authority to let that happen. Well, if I'm here to kidnap the girl, I probably don't have the authority to hurt her either. So, that's not a valid argument, but let's see if she can see through this. Maybe I don't, but if you're here for her, you can't have her dead either. And I'm pretty sure that my client would rather she be dead than free. I can beg forgiveness on that one. Can you? Tane glances at the nearby guards. Enough talking, let's see what you've got. Yeah, I no longer have the cheaty Shadowrun etiquette. It must be quickness or something. I'm going first quite a lot now, since I pumped it up. You might be right. This... I don't know what this is. It's like a table. Counts as full cover. But this, like, book... what do you want to call it? Cabinet here? Does not count as full cover. I would say it's more cover than that table. Well, she can go here. She's fine. Forcer, a captain, and a conjurer. Hello, Mr. Conjurer. You got 40. You got 0. Ah. She recovered. So either she can't be put to sleep, or she's got a jolt alert arm that I can't see. Doesn't show up. And I missed. Any damage is respectable. There we go. I was standing beside the girl, so I don't think he could have shot me because I don't think they're allowed to hit her. I don't know if it was coded that way, but... I missed. Come on. There we go. Ooh, a crit stick. Mind if I do? Lily Lai. The teenage girl slowly looks around the room, her face pale and blank. She shudders at the pools of blood spreading across the tile floor. What a mess. Ain't my problem anymore, though. Welcome to... here, I guess. It was worth 1/3 of a vial of SARS. I don't know if I could sell that SARS virus, though. Her whole body lurches forward as a violent cough explodes from her chest. Oh god, she has SARS. A string of weaker coughs follow. After a couple gulps of air, she's able to bring herself out of the fit. Her shoulders shake from the effort. Must be all the gunpowder in the air. It'll pass. Anyway, about time someone came to get me out of here. You must be Lillian Lai. Girl's face twists into a comical mask of disgust. Lily. Call me Lily. Nobody calls me Lillian. Except for... nobody. Lily shakes off the expression and crosses her arms. Looks you over from head to toe. She appears to approve and gives you a shallow nod. So, what's the plan? Are you taking me all the way back to my uncle? I've never been rescued from a corporate apartment suite before. Don't really know how this works. Yamatetsu security will take you to him. I'm just getting you out of the building. Okay, cool. Let's book it. Can't imagine the tenants here would ignore all that gunfire. As you rush down the hallway, Jomo's image blinks to life on your PDA. His face has been painted neon by the reflected light of the cockpit, and the ambient drone of spinning rotors threatens to drown out his voice. Ah, bad news, my friend. Jomo cannot land on Icon Tower right now. Whatever it is that you have done, Fushi seems to know it. Their anti-air missiles have come online. They tell me that I must leave, or be shot down. Time for a new plan, then. Get down to the street. Fushi may control the air around Icon, but the streets are for everyone. If you can find a nice open area, I will land the helicopter to pick you up. In the meantime, I will call to change the meet location for the girl's pickup. We'll have to do it in front of Icon. Jomo won't risk being shot down with the girl aboard. Gabe claps Lily roughly on the back, knocking her off balance. Wheels her arms to stay upright. Good news, little girl. As long as we can survive near certain death inside Icon Tower, you'll be safe, Megacorp or no. Fushi won't risk launching missiles into a public street. Yes, they may still send thugs and guns after us, but your uncle's protection will keep you safe after after the handoff. They know what they're doing, right? A tussle Lily rubs the back of her neck. She shoots you a glance. Yeah, I'll make sure of it. She seems almost too smart. She looks like a very young girl. She seems too smart for her age. Lily tentatively steps from the elevator and glances up and down the hallway. Looks at you, her relief plain. Alright, the coast is clear. Wish we could ride that all the way to the ground floor, but this building's so big, they've staggered the shafts. Keeps the rabble from getting up to the top floor from the shopping mall. We'll have to elevator hop to keep going down. That sounds like a massive pain in the ass, actually. Why not just have it so that you need like a key card or something to go up to the higher floors? As for this section of the building, coughs and shoves her face into her elbow to stifle the following wheezes. A few seconds later, she lowers her arm, clears her throat. Excuse me. Nasty cough. She moves a hand dismissively. It's nothing. Just dust in my nose. Subject 91? As I was saying, I think that this level just contains a bunch of mixed rooms. Offices and meeting rooms, and maybe some management residences. Probably. Galva shoots Lily a sidelong look. Just a guess. Because that seems, kind of specific. Lily smacks a hand to her forehead and lets out a low, frustrated groan. Are you for real right now? Or does your line of work just make you crazy paranoid? You were saying, Lily. The jerks who were holding me captive underestimated my ability to eavesdrop. I'm not stupid. I was trying to listen for ways that I could escape. I overheard them discussing all kinds of things about this building. Please. Let's just find an elevator that'll take us to the plaza level, okay? I remember the jerk brigade bringing me through a shopping center. It's a little blurry, but I think it should be near the ground floor. Then we can get out of here. Well, cyber surgery is a hell of a thing. Robotic head, robotic body, robotic everything. Except for organs, because they need to transmit the disease. The SARS. Why'd they bring you in from the ground floor and not the helipad? She locks her hand onto her lips. How should I know? Not like I asked the guy who was holding a gun to my back. Hey, Mr. Kidnapper Man. Wouldn't it be easier if we did this whole abduction thing with an aircraft? Yeah, right. Alright, keep your eyes open for another way out. Hello? Who the hell are you? Okay, that's my objective. Let's go this way then. Ooh, a vent. He just runs to a corner. This gas range is a rarity in the age of microwave induction stoves. Judging by the row of woks and large pots nearby, someone who works on this floor must be a fan of traditional Chinese cooking. Something much harder to do without large amounts of open flame. The gas hose that connects to the back of the range looks loose. Groups of peeling duct tape form a tenuous seal between the hose and the oven. Do it. With a sudden hiss, propane begins filling the room. It'd be wise to leave the area before a stray spark causes an explosion. You know, for whatever reason, a bullet were to fly in there. Kaboom. As the sound of the gas explosion fades, you hear the tromp of boots in the distance. Velvet looks over towards you, her lips pursed. Well, I have to hand it to you, Seattle. I've started fires, but never just to see what happened. I'll lay good money that almost every guard on this floor is headed to that kitchen now, though. Maybe we can get downstairs unnoticed. Wait, you never start fires just to see what happens? We gotta find a code. Getting like this weird like lag spike thing. And he's gone. I wish I could highlight them so I know what I'm up against. We just have a Fushi Adept. Everybody else seems like they're not hostile. So let's just walk up in here. An irate man, probably an executive by the meticulously groomed look of him, towers over a cringing security guard. The guard's data slate is clutched tightly to her chest, but her face is turned away from the man. She flinches as he unleashes a tirade of condescension, peppered with insults. Young woman, I am Jens Rasmussen, the vice president of shipping for Fushi Orbital Dynamics. Derision drips from his tongue as he addresses the woman in a slow, loud voice. I am one of the highest ranking executives in this city, and this keycard gives me access to those elevators. I don't care what that explosion was, I'm leaving this floor. The guard shrinks away from him. Her voice sounds small in comparison, but there's a force behind it. I'm sorry, sir, but regulations state that you must remain on this floor while the other guards investigate the fire alarm. I have specific orders from my superiors. All non-essential persons are restricted from leaving at this time. The executive twists his torso, turning to face you. His mouth is curled into a sneer. Can you believe this? The nerve of these people. As he turns back, the fabric of his jacket shifts. You can't help but notice the way that the material gathers on his hips as it moves. You've seen this before. He's wearing a pair of concealed holsters. You're lucky to have a job at all, you insolent cretin. The important people on this floor have places to be. And I have a private word with you. He rolls his eyes, huffing imperiously. Yes? What on earth do you want from me? He steps away from the elevator guard. She turns away, muttering into her comlink. I don't know you, do I? I don't believe that we've ever spoken before. You don't know me, no, but I know that the average corporate VP doesn't pack heat like that on the job. His eyes narrow, irising to pinpoints. A swift and mechanical response. They must be enhanced in some subtle way. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Very perceptive of you. Now lower your voice, if you please. We wouldn't want to attract any undue attention. I don't know if he's actually the VP. He might be. I see. He's probably not the VP. I know a face man when I see one. I have no interest in giving you away. And I know a fellow Shadowrunner. Yeah, he is a Shadowrunner. I had marked you as soon as you walked into the room. He jerks his head in Lily's direction. An extraction job, I take it. Best of luck. Maybe we can help each other out. The best way that you can help me is by keeping my cover intact. You've already intuited that I am not Jens Rasmussen. I need you to continue acting as though I were. My handle is Awin. If you're ever in Sweden, look me up. But for now, you must forget all of this and treat me with the deference that you would a real Fushi VP. He gives Lily a significant glance. I won't blow your cover if you don't blow mine. Lily nods up at him wide-eyed. Oh yes, sir, Mr. Vice President. It's a real honor to meet a Fushi executive of your stature. She smiles up at you through clenched teeth, her head bobbing enthusiastically. Yeah, you heard the little lady, Mr. Rasmussen. What a charming niece you have, friend. His voice regains the imperious bluster that it originally carried. He smooths the fabric of his coat with one hand as the elevator guard wearily returns her attention to him. Now, about that elevator. What's going on here? The other guards all ran off. Something about a fire alarm and an explosion. The security officer was about to let me use the elevator. She knows what's good for her. He smirks. After all, I can ensure that she's demoted once I return to Denmark. The guard raises his shaky hand and points her pen towards the exec. I just told you that I can't. No one has given me the all clear yet. Now we're getting incoming reports of a small fire on this floor. Mr. Rasmussen, please be patient. One of the other Fushi employees speaks up, shouting at the guard. This is insane. There's a fire on this floor, and you're keeping us here because of some stupid regulation? You want us to burn to death? Despite her obvious nervousness, the security guard holds her ground. The building's automated monitoring systems show the fire is limited to one room on this floor. Automated firefighting drones and all of those guards that were here are handling the situation. If there's a danger of it spreading, then and only then will I be authorized to let you leave. This man is a vice president. Isn't that good enough to give him a pass? The guard fidgets with her clipboard, glances back and forth between you and the Fushi executive. You see her brow furrow and her mouth forms a straight line. But the regulations state that... Her eyes fixed on the clipboard in her hands. Actually, wait. His clearance does permit him access to these elevators. There's no rule that explicitly states that he loses that privilege during lockdown. Jens flings his wrists into the air. Finally! What a mess this has been. I'll make certain that your superiors hear about this. Now, excuse me. I have a meeting to attend. You got room in that... got room for me in that elevator? Guard's free hand flies up to stop you. Absolutely not. This man's paperwork checks out. You, however, are staying right here. Actually, he can extend his clearance to include me, so long as he takes responsibility for my actions afterwards. What do you think, Jens? The exec waves his hand dismissively. At this point, you could be a drug-addled arsonist and I wouldn't care. Just as long as I can leave this place. Jens looks back at his guard, straightens his tie. Now, my new friend and I have business to attend to. Step aside. The security guard's eyes dart around the room, as if searching for an answer to her dilemma. They eventually return to her clipboard. Her shoulders droop, and she steps carefully to the side. Enough for you and Jens to pass her. You may proceed. Rasmussen throws a smug look in your direction. Easy. Hey, we gotta help each other out here. I didn't get to go in that room though, but I don't know where I would find that code. Lily lets out a breath with a small satisfied noise. Her pallid skin tone flushes for just a moment as she smiles. Yep, this is what I remember. Shops and restaurants and all that jazz. The exit should be nearby. Let's cross our fingers that there aren't too many security guards. If it comes down to a fight, you know the drill. Hide and don't die. The girl narrows her eyes and puckers her lips in annoyance. Duh, I'm a freaking pro at this point. Have you even seen my hiding skills? Of course you haven't, because I'm that good. She holds up her palm and turns her head away. Her voice is tinged with sarcasm. Thanks for the brilliant tactical advice, Kong Ming. Of course I'll take cover. Won't be much of a rescue if the rescuee dies, will it? Listen, you little brat. You just try to make sure that doesn't happen. Lily's posture loosens. She coughs hard into her hand and then studies the floor at her feet before looking up at you apologetically. Yeah, okay. Maybe. Thanks, or something. Glad to see you've got my best interests in mind. I don't like her either. Hello. Oh, what do we have here? An odd machine. Whoa. Across the plaza, a number of guards are arrayed near the exit. Their faces are attentive. Their eyes scan the crowd every few seconds. People who pass near them have their IDs checked and are noted down on the commander's PDA. That's not good. They look well trained, and like they're not taking any chances. I'd recommend staying away from them. Or maybe we should shoot first. Don't give them time to react. Maybe we can find another way out of this plaza level, or at least some kind of distraction that we can make. Let's look around. There's gotta be something we can use. What about this odd machine? Janet researcher? The one from the underwater base? So I count 3 guards. That's not that threatening. This odd machine. The label on the side of the complicated pile of machinery reads Fuji Full Spectrum Sensoromat 20509. Small handwritten note beneath says official use only. There aren't any visible controls, just a solitary chip slot and a few diagnostic ports. I can insert the Rat Party Sim. I've seen these before. It's an all-in-one Trio entertainment system. They use them for holidays and special events. You know, interact with Fushi collection of mascots during a product launch. Or go to see Seong... Go? I don't know how you pronounce that. During the Moon Festival. Pretty neat piece of tech. And it makes fairly convincing TRID projections. Yeah, I'm looking around first. Definitely. I don't want to start a fight or anything. There might be stuff. Okay, he's got a back door. A troll of European descent stands by a rack of flowers, flower bulbs, decorative grasses, and similar accoutrements. He watches several security officers in the main plaza, but looks away as you approach. His name tag reads Denny Spanecki, and his expression is one of abject boredom. When he speaks, it's in a flat monotone. Hello and welcome to the Eightfold Floral Sanctum, providing feng shui for your heart. How may I be of service? Spanecki, huh? So you're not local. The troll sighs and nods, his eyes turning toward the floor. Yeah, that's right. I'm from Chicago. My brother's a big shot manager with Fushi. So when they moved him out to Hong Kong, I thought I'd open a flower shop. You know, Japanese building. And they love Ikebana. Yeah, sounds like you're not enjoying it very much. He cocks his head, looking genuinely confused. What? No, I love this place. People are so polite. Everything's orderly and it has a routine. The business is great. You wouldn't believe the number of people who want floral arrangements in Hong Kong. Oh, wait. You must mean my voice. Nodding, Danny sighs sadly. It's just the way I talk. I'm sorry if it puts you off. But it's really a lovely building and a lovely city. How'd you get it in flowers? It just sort of happened. You know how it is. One thing leads to another, and sooner or later you find yourself in a foreign country, selling flowers to corporate executives who wouldn't give you the time of day. You were in their home country. You know, because you're a troll. Danny nods, and the barest hint of a smile graces his lips. I goblinized, and my brother didn't. So the non-Japanese branches of Fushi are okay with him being an executive. My mom always seems to think that I resent him for it, but why would I? He's making all that money in a big boring office, and I get to be down here, interacting with customers. Isn't that great? Alright. So, what's with the guards? They're not letting anyone out of the building, unless they have executive clearance. Something about a security situation. Danny shrugs. Not my business. Crap, I've got places to be. Spanecki looks at you for a long moment, and then begins glancing between you and Lily. Oh, I see what's going on here. He nods slowly, eyes narrowing. Danny nods towards Lily. She's tired and needs a nap, doesn't she? Children get so tired when you spend all day shopping. You must be getting irritable. Albert grins brightly. You're so right, Danny. She's downright fussy. Lily's eyes shoot daggers. She grits her teeth and only managing to growl her words out with great effort. Yes, I am very, very tired. Well, Danny pauses, glancing toward the door at the back of the room. There might be another way out, through the service hallways, but I couldn't unlock the door against regulations. I am not paying you. No, I think it's time for rat party. I guess you're right there, Danny. So this is a flower shop, huh? Danny nods, rocking back and forth on his heels. That's right. We provide bouquets, wreaths, funeral floral arrays, trellises, ikebana, cascades, nosegays? I don't know what that is. And assorted topiary. Services include consultation, arrangement, event planning, and hypoallergenic gene-spliced floral variants. Danny plows ahead, deadpan voice, never once betraying a hint of emotion. Remember, if you can dream it, we can create it. No job is too big, and no detail too small for the eightfold floral sanctum. Remember us in happy times and sad, weddings and funerals, anniversaries and divorces. Feng Shui of the heart. Oh, I see. Learn something new. See ya. Danny, you're in for a show. Goblet would prefer this method, I think. Ratparty.sim. Oh, here we go. Rats, rats, rats. Oh, yeah. Rats! Rats everywhere! Come back here, damn it. Well, that didn't last very long. You never interacted with that thing? But rats. Rats everywhere. There's nothing to interact with in these places, is there? You talked to the lady about tea? That wasn't even an option. There was no lady to talk to. What kind of hacks did you get? This is the tea shop here. Unless the bubble didn't... Because there was nobody in there. My game has been having a weird, like, lag spike thingy. Really annoying. I don't know why it's doing it. There's no reason for it. Yours was laggy too, so it's probably just the game itself. Lillian's over to you. Her expression is of the strictest seriousness. I need that chip. Don't know where you got it, but you have to hook me up. When all this is over, I expect a copy. She wants Rat Sim. Or ratparty.sim. I'm gonna grin. Sure thing. Lily takes note of her surroundings. We're close now, almost free from this stupid tower. I think that we've made a good impression so far, don't you? Yeah, that ought to teach Fushi not to fuck with me. Her hands clamp down on her mouth. Crap, Please don't tell my uncle I said that. Please, I'd never hear the end of it. Shouldn't be swearing. Those look like people I can kill. Oh, I'm supposed to talk. To Commander Vergara. Do. I can't initiate combat, so I can't just outright kill him. He probably wants to bargain with me. I am nothing if not accommodating. A large, heavily armored mercenary steps forward. You notice the high-tech assault rifle in his right hand, its barrel pointing toward the ground. The man looks ready to shoot at a moment's notice. He peers down at Lily, and his pupils flicker like a camera shutter. The mercenary speaks, a rumbling sound, but his mouth is covered from sight by a tall coat collar. You look messed up. Miss Lillian Lai. Pupils flicker again as they enlarge to examine the girl. Lieutenant Vergara. You notice my Vindicator minigun, if only. Lily moves to clap him on the side, but due to her height, she ends up smacking his hip. He looks awkwardly up at him and scowls. You and yours had better save me from this nightmare, Lieutenant. Am I right to assume that you're the one who will be delivering me to my uncle? The mercenary's green eyes narrow. Yeah, uncle. He looks warily over his shoulder. We need to get a move on, Miss Lai. Somewhere safe. We're too exposed here. Are you ready? I'll have my pilot bring his copter around. Shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew this was some kind of scam. You hear the leather grip of the assault rifle squeak as Vergara's grip tightens. With his other hand, he points past you. Not fast enough. Oh, I thought he was going to turn on me. Apparently guys are coming. Hello! That's a lot of you just spilling out. An exceptionally calm elf strides to the front of the Fushi security forces. He's slight in build compared to the guards surrounding him, but he has an awareness about him that suggests the quick reflexes of a skilled adept. His voice is quiet, languid. It seems to command the attention of those listening. That will be far enough. He gives you a shallow bow. I am Captain Hong. My men and I are here to retrieve what you've stolen from us. Vergara steps forward. This is a public street. Last I checked, Fushi doesn't hold any territory rights to Queensway. You really want to start a fight out here? Hong arches his eyebrow. The corner of his mouth curls up in amusement. It's common knowledge that Yamatetsu's position on the executive council is weaker than Fushi's. We'll pay whatever fine we accrue, a small cost to keep you from kidnapping her. He nods towards Lily, whose tiny body is almost completely hidden behind Vergara's bulky frame. What the hell are you talking about? You kidnapped Lily. We're doing the honest thing, for once. We're taking her home. Ah, is that what you were told? Then I understand your confusion. You see, Miss Lillian is not from Yamatetsu. Rather, she's under the employ of Fushi, and a company executive no less, vice president of her division. Yeah, I figured she was not just a tween. What the hell are you talking about? Vergara cuts in, his patience thinning. Don't let this suit get to you. No, he's not lying, but he's also leaving out important details. Lillian isn't a child, she's a woman turned child. The lieutenant points an accusing finger at Hong. By Fushi. Ah, is this part of the immortality business? With Tirna Nog? The elves? What do you mean by that, though? The corporation offered Lillian a series of leonization treatments. You may have heard of the process. It's a complex method of rejuvenating a subject and returning them to the health and fitness of a much younger person. Sort of a fountain of youth, if you will. But what these dogs didn't tell her is that she was their guinea pig for a new experimental leonization procedure. They fucked up. Look at her. The experiment made her too young. It damaged her genetic makeup, and now... I'm dying. Lily, we're all dying. on a long enough timeline. Lily's voice is suddenly quiet and serious. Not only do I look like a teenager, their treatments gave me a host of autoimmune disorders. Lily's small figure steps out from behind Vergara. He raises her hand in a loose shrug. So, what's a girl to do? Fushi Medical Services are no help. Said they can't cure me, but Yamatetsu's here can. Truth is, Rabbit, that Fushi locked me up inside my own goddamn penthouse. Didn't want their botched experiment getting out. A rage seizes her body, and Lily whips her head toward Hong. But to hell with that. I want to live. I didn't spend my life in servitude to Fushi to end in unbirth. Lily doubles over, her hands clutching her knees. Stay upright as a deep cough racks her body. The anger fades from her face, which turns a gentle pink from the strain of coughing. She looks at you, her eyes tired, and speaks through intermittent coughs. You're not rescuing me, you're extracting me. But the mission remains the same. I need to be taken to a safe place. I need to be delivered to Yamatetsu. Alright. I mean, I don't see the problem with this change in developments. It's not going to make me rethink leaving her here. It's not like my client changed. So, leave it to me. Before you make any rash decisions, Shadowrunner, I must tell you that you're still being deceived. Wong's calm voice cuts through the air, and the Fushi troops behind him cease their muttering to listen. Fushi can save her, however Miss Lai has been fed misinformation by Yamatetsu. Lieutenant Vergara's knuckles whiten as his fist clenched tight. His stare is venomous. More Fushi lies. True, I purposely withheld details before, but only to prevent the situation from getting too bogged down with irrelevancies. Though it seems that I have no choice. It wouldn't get to the 5-hour mark, Hartrip, don't worry. I would kill them both before that point. Captain Huang opens his arms in a harmless gesture. Lillian, Yamatetsu is not here to save you. They're here to acquire you, dissect you, learn what processes Fushi used to make you what you are today, and steal that knowledge for themselves. We have proof of this. Our communications engineers, having been tapping these Yamatetsu soldiers' comlinks, their orders are quite clear. I feel like the best result here is going to be me killing both of them anyways, and just letting her be free, rather than being basically a wage slave, being a science experiment. Vergara rounds on Lily, his voice desperate. Are you seriously going to believe this man after what Fushi did to you? He's just biding his time. Probably has backup reinforcements on the way here now. We need to move. Now. Miss Lai, should you leave with this crew, you'll be walking to your death. We have undeniable proof of Yamatetsu's motives behind this extraction. I'll gladly share our records of this with you. You deserve to know. Fushi can help you, Miss Lai. Perhaps even reverse the process. We can't guarantee that you'll recover completely, but perhaps a little. At the very least, you'll be alive. Think about it. Alive. We can reinstate some of your privileges. Give you some freedom back. You could live functionally again under Fushi's care. You're valuable to us, Lillian. We would not kill you like Yamatetsu would. You can't be sure that so-called proof is real. You wouldn't even find out until you were back in their possession, and by then it'd be too late. Come with us. Yamatetsu wants to help you, Lily. We'll use all of your resources to figure out what they've done to you, and to keep you alive. With what we learned from you, we could even go on to perfect this kind of leonization, and we can use that technology to surpass Fushi in biological sciences. No. The sound of Lily's shrill voice rings in your ears. She stands apart from Vergara now. Her eyes dart back and forth between the lieutenant and the captain. You both suck. Lily, what do you want? You're my client. Technically. Neither of these men care about me. I'm just a thing to them. Property to be fought over. Maybe neither one can help me. Maybe neither should. Or maybe it'd be better if I just died. I double clicked there. I don't know. What do you think, Rabbit? I just don't know. She looks up at you, her eyes clouded and wet, stubbornly refusing to cry. She looks frail, her limbs shake, and she's covered in light sweat. You can practically see the shroud of death hanging off of her. Yeah, no, your instincts are right. Neither one of these corporations deserves to get their hands on you. You're nothing but an object in their eyes, so to hell with them. And they're saying anything they can to get their hands on you. Well, yes, we can reverse this. No, you can't. So your instincts are right. All out war here. If I've learned anything after all of this, it's to never trust a corporation. Both are making such pretty promises to save my life, but it's all hot air. They'll each say whatever I want to hear to keep me out of the other's hands. For all I know, they could pop me one in the back of the head as soon as we're behind closed doors, shove me in a freezer, peel me apart layer by layer. She shudders. I can't take that chance. I'm already dying. I've got a week tops. I'd rather die than let one of these corps take me into their custody. Don't be stupid. The girl's just confused. We're taking her back to Yamatetsu. Huang's even expression temporarily contorts into one of confusion. A moment later, it washes away into a simple frown. Miss Lai, my direct orders are to retrieve you on behalf of Fushi. By force, if necessary. Lily raises her right hand. All but one of the fingers folded down. Just try it. Why is she pointing her index finger at him? Alright, well, let's not drag this out. You want to fight, we'll give you one. If it's come to that, Vergara raises his weapon. At the motion, the soldiers of both corporations leap into action. Goodbye. Where's the best place for me to go? There's a mage there. She can go here. There's an adept there. An assassin. And then we got all kinds of stuff up here. Gunners, mage, conjurer. Definitely a point for a save. This is a lot of stuff. She is going to get annihilated. I can see it now. I feel like the mage is the way to go. Pick up the mage. Except that's really far away. I'll probably let one of the other guys do it. We'll save that one. Missed. Let's get my lawyers in combat here. Koshe and Koshe. Where can I put Raptor? That mage is dead, so I'm not like too worried. He might get shot in the back here. Miss. I don't want to take out that mage. Oh, a rigger might be good to take out. We could take out the rigger after though. Good. Connor's too far. Oh. My turn again? Alright. Give me some accuracy. Five attacks. And only one of them hit. On a 55% chance. So where did she go? Is she gone? No, there she is. I can't hit this guy. This guy's a legend. That one should be dead. Okay, here we go. Koshe, no! Fine. Okay. Oh, good. You actually came closer. Like I didn't take damage. Oh, I guess you have to move. As long as he doesn't move, he's fine. Ow. Oh, he's got the whip thing. Ow. First off, picks up Isabel. She just got wrecked. She didn't summon anything, did she? I think the whip is the highest level weapon, cyber weapon. I can look. Like, I think you need the most points in, because it's up here and the other two are down here. I'm doing range attack now. I can eventually actually use it. Who do I go for? Seems the only one I have a good chance to hit is that guy. But I need to kill this person beside me. Your damage sucks. And you can't hit. That is pretty OP. This weapon I have now says it won't do AP damage, but it does. Hello. You can run really far. Oh, you're gonna be able to run really far. Oh yes, the Conjurer. Koshay, no! Ah. And you healed. This is a lot of people. I need to kill this thing. Who do I go for? That's another Conjurer. Conjurers are fine. I do need to spread out more. I need to kill this guy right in front of me. I should get them in cover. I'm not too worried because they have their thing here. The armor's broken. No. Oh, they're... Isabel's just getting wrecked. Hopefully nobody else shoots her. God damn. Good. Isabel. I need cover. Let's actually get on this side so we have cover. I don't think I have an AoE with this one. Probably should have healed Raptor. Conjurer hasn't done anything yet. It will this turn though. Come on, hit. Come on. RNG. Look, what gun is that? Oh, good. Okay. This guy's gotta go. I gotta get rid of this guy. He's so annoying. Ooh, that's bad. Those axes do a lot of damage. What the hell was that? And they just killed Raptor. That person asleep. Hello? I'll heal his HP because he's probably gonna get shot. Thank you. Getting painful for me. Okay, well it ran forward. How is that flanked? Okay, we're gonna have to help Raptor. Alright, he's got that stupid whip. I don't know what this gun is that he has, but I don't like it. It hasn't hit anything. Your damage sucks, Isabel. Good. I'm just gonna have my character cleaning up this side as much as she can. How did they move so much? Wow. I think it's his number 3 that increases his crit chance, but it dramatically reduces his hit chance. He never hits with anything, so I don't use it. Well, good, you went for Koshei instead. Neither of the Kosheis has died yet, so... Oh, there it goes. He dies. Do we get the self-repair now? I think he died. Throw an auto-repair. I don't know how that works exactly. Locked. How is that cover? Seriously. Thank you. What do I want to go for? This guy hasn't been going for me, he's been going for them, so I'm gonna keep him alive until he starts going for me. He went for me. I gotta heal Raptor. I didn't realize his health was so low. You can save mid-combat. Goodbye, Raptor. There's just so many people. Why is there so many? 3 turns until Raptor's dead. Gotta heal herself. Get another person out here. Now I don't have Koshe and Koshe. Okay, this guy with the grenade launcher needs to go. It's so annoying. Nice shot. Whoa, Koshe's dead again. I did not think that Koshe was dead again. I don't think I have a way to fix him. Oh no! I didn't expect you to run out in the open. Get back in cover. Freaking cover everywhere. %0 chance to escape. Guy just won't die. Oh, good. That did no damage to him? Not enough AP. I guess he's got to move first. Alright, let's get him in position. I could haste him, but I want to make sure this guy dies. We have one turn anyways. Nice when people can hit and not get the reduction from cover. Still no escape. Come on. I just want this guy to die. Good, he's getting out of cover. He had it coming. Still says 2. You know what, let's that didn't revive it. Okay, well they're dead. So it doesn't matter. Isabel with her 10% hit rate. You're on your own, kid. I'm assuming it's good. I don't know. The thing went away. As the echo of gunfire dies and the smell of cordite clears, Lily waves a hand in front of her face, coughing roughly. The street is eerily quiet, probably owing to the fact that there are no longer any civilians anywhere to be seen. Lily lets her gaze pan over the street, her expression shell-shocked. After a moment of silence, she coughs and grimaces. What's that line? A pox on both your houses? At least now I can die on my own terms. Well, I do what my client wants me to. You wanted them dead, so I made that happen. Sounds about right to me. I don't know who I can trust anymore. aside from people who are loyal to their paycheck. Maybe it's time to hit up the mainland, see if there are any clinics in Shanghai that can keep me alive. The wail of sirens slowly grows in the distance as the Hong Kong Police Force fast response unit grows ever closer. Lily wraps her arms around her chest and shivers. You better get out of here before the cops show up. Call your pilot and have him evac you. I'm gonna find some place to lay low. Maybe in a shopping mall somewhere or a youth hostel. Someplace that the cops won't come looking for me. Anyway, thanks for your help. I'll make sure that your money gets to you. If you need any more work done, you know how to find me. God, I hope that I never have to hire another Shadowrunner. I mean, no offense, but I don't really like getting shot at. Well, normally, they hire me and then they stay in the shadows themselves. They don't actually come to the job. Koshe is still down there. I'm hoping Koshe comes back. That was an expensive mission because I used like revivals and everything. Those are expensive. Those are like the one I used was like 500. Plus all those tier 3 health kits. I better make a payday out of this. You know this game doesn't pay. What am I saying? The payday's a lie. And karma. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Wasn't completely bulletproof? Well, look at it this way. My troll took all the guys at the top portion of the screen and up here out by herself, as well as the guys that were at the bottom. All by herself. The other guys, my other team members, the Koshes, just dealt with the right side. So 3 of them, plus 2 Koshes, finished killing just those guys at the same time that I finished killing the guys to the bottom and the guys to the top. And actually I finished first. They finished in the same turn, but I finished first. Jomo was hunched over the side of his boat, examining some deep scratches in the otherwise pristine hull. He curses under his breath, turning to face you. You know, with all this work we're doing, I think that the drunken mistake will need a new paint job. When we're done, she deserves a makeover after all of her hard work. So, what can Captain Jomo do for you today, eh? Nothing. In your one crochet timeline. What a shameful timeline. I prefer the brute force method. Vid, I'm with you. With a flicker of static, a video feed winks onto the screen. Kindly Cheng stares into the camera, clutching a cigarillo wrapped in green paper. He looks tired. Her eyes droop, and the table behind her is crowded with lipstick-smudged glasses of murky liquid. Rabbit, I trust that you're doing well, and keeping your eyes and ears open like I told you. She raises the cigarillo to her lips with a slow, languid motion, and takes a puff with a smack of her lips. For my part, I will be keeping an eye on you. A pair of eyes, actually. Never mind who I have watching you. It isn't important. Just know that a representative of mine is there with you, watching your back and reporting on your progress. In a very real way, your auntie is right there with you. Even as you're watching this recording, she's probably trying to make sure I don't give any dirt on her. Turns her back to the camera, contemplating the glasses on her desk. That's all, dear. Quick update from me to you. She selects a glass and raises it, pours the contents down her throat. For your part, the rules are the same as they were when we spoke on the comm. Stay alive, don't trust the cops. And above all, don't fuck it up. Video feed flickers and dies. You find yourself back at the file menu. Alright. The best place on the internet, Shadowland. Graffiti. Has anyone noticed some really weird graffiti scrawled right by the highway entrance to the walled city? Free enterprise is not so free when cops have rigged prosperity. Yeah. It's all over town, actually. How about this one right on Queensway? Whom exactly does the council serve? What fate do treacherous tigers deserve? Is Jivebot free? A dig at Eastern Tiger, or the whole corrupt lot of them. I'm down with the anti-megacorp sentiment, but the versification could use a little work. Lame. But it's not just about the megacorps. Spotted this one by the Hung Hom Ferry Pier. Bullets erupt at 4:45. Who's the SDU searching for? I know everybody who's ever picked up a can of spray paint in Hong Kong. But I don't recognize this work. I suspect that we're dealing with some kind of collective movement. Tigers might not even be working together. No. It's either they're working together or it's a single individual. Hey, Tagamit? Is any of the graffiti in all caps? Did you see any, like, tiny little footprints in the paint? For the last time, Pinky, you are not being stalked by robot ants. You won't think it's funny when they come for you. Stuck in a pipe. Please help. I'm wedged in a pipe in the Llama power station. I was making a discreet exit via disused pipe system when my gear got hooked on something. Now I'm trapped in this fragging pipe, and my partner's not answering his PDA. Split the pay if you get me out and help me complete this job. Sticky Wicket 36. Hey, Shenzhen Joe, you listening? This could be the milk run that we're waiting on. Just retrieve some guy from the exit. Piece of cake, considering the main job's already done. Slow down, GC. Can we hear a little bit more about your, situation, Sticky Wicket 36? Hey, Shenzhen Joe. I'm relieved you saw this. Sending you the blueprints now, plus my coordinates. I'll owe you big time. Considering how much trouble you get yourself into, you tend to say that a lot. Okay, got your files, and, Sticky, are you underwater? Yeah, could be. You should probably bring scuba gear and some kind of laser cutting device. Hey, are these the guys from the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Oh, no. Sticky. You do understand what happens if we cut into an underwater pipe while you're in it, right? Okay, we're not doing it Sticky's way. But we can come up with another plan, right? Are we helping Sticky? Yeah? Georgie, my friend, this is the very definition of not a milk run. More pushpins. You guys, I got the caffeine shivers real bad. I braved going outside. I shouldn't have. Oh, robot ants. Do tell. It isn't. I came back to this. You should consider your actions before you act. Enjoy your calf. Jay. Just as weird as the previous message you got. 5 syllables, 7 syllables, another 5. Counting the J. I think you're being menaced by haiku, Pinky. Didn't Jivebot speak in haikus? You know, the poetry program that fused with those rogue ESPs and then started speaking in all caps? Or the pushpins themselves all caps, Pinky? Yeah. The pushpins were all caps. Rogue ESPs, you said. Are they dangerous? Before you flip out, think about it, people. How is a virtual entity going to write programs in meat space? And why would it aim them at Pinky? He's never hurt anybody. Well, that run I was telling you about was in this lab, see? And they were working on these tiny robots that could work together to move heavy objects. Basically robot ants. Anyway, I might have let them go, you know, on accident. Just to get this straight, you're afraid that runaway poetry software is forcing a bunch of robot ants to leave you threatening messages written in thumbtacks, and these messages are haikus? Pushpins. They were pushpins. And yes, Jivebot lives. Jivebot is free. Jivebot is the swarm. More police files. Dang. I'm combing through all those police file entries. Lots are boring misdemeanors, but here's a zinger. Kendall Chan, Cram Fiend, robbed banks to feed the monkey. No convictions yet. Well, sounds about right, except for the fact that I don't have a problem with Cram, man. I can barely remember the last time I used. Funk Mastermind. Yeah, right, Funk. But check this out. Assassin Lee Wong gave the pigs his client list. Raiding Johnson soon. Why are these in... This is Jivebot. I wouldn't like that to spread over the Matrix. About me, true or not. This is Jivebot. All capital letters, haiku. 575. What? Exigreclugio? I think Yankee Noodle jacked out post haste. You don't think somebody's in deep shih tzu going to the dogs? Jivebot may have become too powerful. Part of me thinks Jivebot may be too powerful. I've attached your fee, 2,500. Well, it's something, I suppose. Thanks again for what you did. I know things didn't go quite as planned. I'm impressed you stuck it out. I don't really know where I'm going next. Maybe I'll try somewhere in Europe, for the UCAS. Get a fresh pair of eyes on my condition. Still, anything's better than being kept a prisoner in your own house. I'm glad they saw the value of Jivebot and they spread him to the world as a swarm of ants. Gaichu is hunched over, holding something long and thin in one hand and a short knife in the other. He shifts in place, and after a moment you see he's carving a stick. He's already notched several holes into the wood and is busily trying to form it into an approximation of a flute. He appears to be struggling with the task. Let me see here. Maybe that will be better. He lifts the flute to his lips and blows. It produces a drunken warble, of the sort that might be uttered by a dying bird, assuming that it was underwater at the time. Gaichu narrows his milky white eyes at the flute, then hurls it into the corner of the room. This is the most impatient I have ever seen Gaichu. He's like the most patient man ever. I know my limitations. Carving a flute is apparently beyond me, unless my goal is to frighten children. Now then, what may I do for you? You ever think about Ishida and the rest of your team? Not especially. After our battle, I made the decision not to dwell on the earlier parts of my life. Killing my former comrades is what it took to free myself. It would do them a disservice to undermine their sacrifice. Gaichu folds his arms over his chest. It was a necessary act. You convinced me of this, and I still believe that you were correct. Now that I consider it, it is likely that I would not be here with you now had I not acted. I likely would have fled Hong Kong. Or they would have attacked you and when we were on a run, and we probably would have killed them. Either way. Ractor's machine is oddly silent. The great fabricator arms that hang from the ceiling stand motionless. Koshei scuttles towards you, acknowledging your presence with a tap of its foreleg. Ractor nods and beckons you forward. Well, my friend, it would seem that we've come to the end of the road. We know where we need to go. The ridiculously named Tiger's Den. To find the evidence that our senior inspectors need so badly. There are no other jobs to distract us. We may as well gear up for the task and get it over with. We're heading to the Tiger's Den next. Very good. I'll pack my things. Is there anything you'd like to discuss before we go? If so, speak your mind. I'm always happy to talk. What do you intend to do after we're finished? I suspect that I'll return to what I was doing before. We got press ganged into working with the Hong Kong police force. I will Shadowrun for funds and entertainment. I spend my spare hours working on and refining my mechanical counterpart. Koshei scurries forward, and Ractor rests his hand on the drone's chassis. The drone rolls up against his leg like a dog, light glinting up the smooth contours of its hardened body. Always a work in progress, don't you know? How could he not be? To improve Koshei is to improve the best part of myself. We could flatter him. Let's flatter Ractor. The best part of you is your mind. And Koshei is the ultimate expression of that mind. He is my masterpiece, the enduring work that I will leave behind. He smiles, his eyes twinkling. That's assuming that I failed to achieve immortality, of course. And that is far from a foregone conclusion, I assure you. And what about you, my friend? Do you have any grand ambitions to share? If so, share them. I'm all ears. Nah, let's just keep doing what we're doing. I'm pleased to hear that, my friend. Truly I am. He gives the cigarette a tap, and the ash that clings to its tip spills to the floor. Let us change the subject, eh? Future can wait. I'm sure that there are many more pressing matters that we could discuss. Gotta go. Hey again. The room feels different. He leans his head back, a puzzled look on his face. No? He looks around the cabin. No? What are you talking about? Apparently this reminds me of a story I heard. Pulls off his goggles and looks around him. What story? Because I'm telling you, I haven't changed anything. So I could freak him out or something. I don't know what's happening right now. But apparently I don't want to freak you out, but I think we're in trouble. You see Duncan's irritation growing. The muscles in his neck tense up. The hell aren't you telling me? Spit it out. What? No, do you believe in ghosts? He leans away from you and groans, grabs his face in his hands and talks to the floor. Are you shitting me? Ghosts? As in, not the kind of spirits that gob at summons, but actual dead people with chains and white sheets? I don't know. Look, Nikki, this is the sixth world is a strange place, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not about to fall into this half-assed prank of yours. I'm done. Get out. Shh. Did you feel that? It's just the window. I probably left it open. Now stop this. Duncan, you don't have any windows in here. He stops himself and turns to examine the walls. No windows. You watch him run his tongue nervously across his bottom teeth. This is bullshit. There's no such thing as... It's the ghost! Duncan reels backwards, almost tripping over the dilapidated floorboards, and slams into the wall with a thud. His expression changes and shifts from horror to an embarrassed fury that you haven't seen since you were kids. Motherfucking fuck! He leaps to his feet and roars at you. Get out! I'm just gonna laugh. His voice suddenly drops in volume to a menacing whisper. Leave. Now! You can tell he's crossed the point of no return. There's no reasoning with him. I don't know what brought this on. All you can hear behind you is the heavy panting of Duncan as you watch as you walk away. What? Isabel leans back against the octopus, her neck tilted back so that her head can rest on a thick rope of twisted wires and cables. Her misty white persona stares down on you from a wall-mounted display. Persona's white eyes look back at you, with her hands on her hips. He leans forward. Can't talk right now, Rabbit. I'm busy. Real busy. What's so important that you have to blow me off? There's a crackle of static from the display speakers, and Isabel's avatar sucks air through her teeth. Her voice quickens. Alright. I'm in the middle of a fight, but I'm winning. So it's no big deal. Just destroying this major jockey who's gone too far with his jokes. Got him locked in the system right now, but it's fine. He doesn't pose a danger or anything. You're destroying another Decker for cracking jokes? Absolutely. He's been harassing good people for weeks, so the punishment is completely warranted. Now, I've got to get back to it, or he'll break free in my torture program and... Torture? Couldn't you have handled this some other way? The persona stares at you as if you just made a distasteful joke. No. Listen. I can't monitor him while I'm talking to you. He could... Shit. I gotta run my lockout. Probably back in meat space. Pissing his pants right about now. Damn it. Wasn't done with him yet. She clucks her tongue in disappointment, and her head dips dejectedly. Her persona begins to fade from the screen. Isabel's body twitches and her eyes flutter. She slowly raises her head and pushes herself up off the floor. Sideways frown greets you before her words catch up. Next time I'll lock my door. So you're gonna lock the entire upstairs. Well, now that you've got my undivided attention, what is it you so desperately wanted to talk about? I just wanted to know if you ever get bored. She purses her lips. Only when I talk to you. Wow. Rude. He smiles wickedly. Can't blame me for that one. You rock right into it. I mean, maybe. Her smile drops and she's all business again. To answer your question, no. And I find it a wonder that anyone can manage to find themselves bored in this city, ever. It takes a special kind of creativeness to let yourself get bored here. The only circumstances I've found tiresome are when somebody dull is talking, or if I'm stuck in a job with the wrong people, green runners. The wait in a haystack for 5 hours before we strike kind of idiots, who always die a couple runs into the game. You mean the kind of people who always go for milk runs? She shudders at the thought. 5 horrible, itchy hours lying in that haystack. I don't want to think about it anymore. You need anything else? That's all. I mean, you almost died twice on that last mission. No big deal. Well, I guess that this is it, huh? I mean, we've done everything else the people around here had for us. The Icon Tower, run the gig in the Undersea Lab. Nothing left to do but hit that police station and get the evidence that the task force needs to take Crate down. Well, jobs we've done needed doing. Oh, I know. I didn't mean to imply that those gigs weren't important. It's just that Nightjar has already waited so long for justice, you know. And now we can finally go get it for him. That's the plan, Gobbet. She nods slowly. I'm gonna hold you to that. Now tell me why you're here. How are the rats doing? She shrugs. Madness and folly are fine. Give them food and a place to hide, they can adapt to pretty much anything. They're kind of inspirational that way, you know? Give me something to look up to. Sadly, everyone I know is beneath me. Do you look up to your pet rats? She nods slowly. They're positive role models, yes. You do remember who my totem is, right? I mean, seriously. Capital R, rat, is a spirit totem. Madness and folly are rodents that you pulled out of a dumpster. They're close enough. And besides, I love them. So lay off. She strokes Folly's coat. The rodent chirps happily and immediately sinks its teeth into her finger. They have some behavior problems. Sometimes. But her sentence devolves into a series of yelps and grunts. She tries to wrestle the animal's jaws open. Positive role models. Got it. You shut your stupid mouth. And as for you... Maybe your rat might misinterpret that. She might think you're talking to it and close her mouth even harder. And she flicks Folly on the nose with a fingernail, and the rat finally releases her finger. Gobbet whips her hand to her mouth and sucks on the wound. Nyeh. See? It all worked out in the end. Well, if that's your takeaway, who am I to argue? No one. That's who. Takes a deep breath and thrusts her bleeding finger into a glass of alcohol on a nearby table. Now kindly steer this conversation off of my furry darlings and onto something else. Distract me so that I don't catch Folly and wring her traitorous little neck. Well, gotta run. See you later. I guess the rat's dead. Oh, the noodles! The noodles! It's warm to the touch. I'm really disappointed that I haven't gotten to eat any of those noodles yet. So you're kindly Chang's informant, I'm going to assume. He fixes you with a hard stare, but almost immediately breaks his gaze when his PDA buzzes. A series of quick taps on the device. He flips it off and slips it into a back pocket. He nods at you. Back for more, runner. He raises a hand to rub his chin. I mean, rabid. By the time I got that right. What brings you to my corner? Either him or her. He has this conversation every time. Spells. No, sorry, conjuring. That's cool. I think her current haste is also 4 rounds. This one has a chance to increase AP by 2 though. This one's cool. Yeah. Plus 1 AP for 4 rounds. I want to try these out at some point. Celestial Manifest. Yours is up to 8 armor. Actually, you know what? Let me see your special stock. Just weapons, right? See you later. Hello? We can get 6 range combat. That should make our minigun fairly accurate. None of these other ones give skills. I could make myself a decker. Gonna become a really crappy decker. Range combat and close combat are now both at 6. I want to check something out. This is the monofilament. Damage 14. Damage does not scale with strength. Causes 2 to 3 bleeding damage, but does no AP damage. Range is up to 7 tiles. Yes, so an Isabel, exactly. I think I like mine still, though. What is my strength, like 11? No, it wouldn't be that high, would it? 9? I'd do one of these at one point. $11. Because I do 17 damage. Oh right, I need stuff from here. I am not whipping. I like what I got. Automated procedures. I'm fine with 50%. I like this rifle. I kind of want to get the blur spell. It sounded really good. I just wanted to buy that stuff first. I want to make sure I had enough money. Just because this blur gives extra movement. It's dual blur. I just like not being hit. It only lasts one round though, is the thing. Sorry, dual blur. I would get it for the movement. No, it's not awful. I would consider getting this as well. Like, I made it so my movement speed is actually pretty far. Can't see if she can even use it. I don't know what her conjuring is. I really feel like they should have 2 more skills here. You reach max level on your character so quick. It'd be nice for them to actually be able to progress at the end game. Have I talked to her yet? I think I have. Nice day for a stroll. I don't think, maybe not. Look who just littered. She purses her lips and her eyes narrow. You're not sure whether she's annoyed or amused. Funny. Now, if you'll indulge me, why are you here? You might be kindly Chang's informant. Got a question or two, apparently? Yeah, I'm listening. I have to go. That's how much of an asshole I am. I have a question. See ya. I'm not missing anything, am I? People to talk to. Oh yeah, what are you selling? You sell drugs, right? Drugs. One of these times I'm going to use that cram I have. Have 8 AP. Actually, it would be 7 AP because it takes 1 AP to use it. Alright, to the tiger's den. Yes. Oh, I can't do a 9-hour stream. We're just gonna get the intro for the mission. Tomorrow, I am hoping to finish this, though. Like, I assume this mission's not the end. I assume it'll be this mission, and then probably taking out Crate. So probably one more mission. I'm guessing 2 missions are left. Good, you can't equip it. I watched you play something once, and I can't remember what it was now. Final Fantasy 12. That's what it was. I am never going to use this thing. One of these days I might use this mummy spirit talisman though. World of Final Fantasy looks strange to me. It looks... What was that Final Fantasy game I got on 3DS? I don't even know what it's called. I can play it co-op though. And it's cutesy like World of Final Fantasy is. The wood of the dock feels uncomfortably solid. Or comfortingly solid, but I can't help but notice that the dock isn't made of wood. It's got concrete piers here with what looks like pavers of some kind. Ah, yes, it was Final Fantasy Explorers. I don't know how I feel about that one. Solid on your feet, your stomach lurches anyway. The legacy of a long, bumpy trip, hidden under a tarp in Jomo's speedboat. The sound of water sloshing beneath your feet isn't helping. Remind me not to do that again. Seriously, next time I'll swim if it comes to it. Captain Jomo barks at a laugh. Would recommend that, beautiful girl. Lots of sharks out there. Both normal and awakened. Nastier things, too. Any one of them would be all too happy to snap up a little thing like you. Sharks, huh? He glances down at the water, frowning. We'll keep it in mind. I will wait here, with the boat. You come back to me when your business is done, and I will take you home. He gestures at a uniformed constable in the distance. He nods slightly in response. You see her? That lady there. PC Cheng is your contact. She can get you into the building. We might need to leave in a hurry. Of course. Jomo knows how to play the getaway driver. He will do his part. He waves you away with a gnarled hand. Go on, raid your police station. I will wait here with the drunken mistake, and protect her from the advances of any swine who might try to impound her. He casts a longing look at his speedboat. Don't leave us waiting too long, lah. Jomo is possessed of many fine qualities, but patience is not one of them. We'll make this as fast as we can. Oh, you know, it's only the Kraken. The awakened Kraken. Alright, well, let's see what she has to say. Constable beckons you forward nervously. She's doing her best to stay calm, but you can see that she's sweating. As you approach, her gaze keeps flitting back to the station door. You're here. Right on time. Good. She brushes a strand of hair out of her eyes. I don't think I could have waited much longer. Guess I'm glad we're not late then. You and me both. Here, take this. She reaches into one of her voluminous pockets and fishes out an object. A slip of plastic. Slick and shiny. Connected to an alligator clip. The word visitor is emblazoned on the front. Ooh, stylish and functional. I like it. You should. It'll mark you as friendly to the station's security system. If you tried to enter the Tiger's Den without one of those clipped to you, automated systems would sound a general alarm. Every cop in the building would converge on your location. So you're saying we could easily take out the entire police force? Let's raid a police station milk run. Yes. This is just a milk run. They only issue these things at the front gate, and only after a thorough security check. Anyone who sees you will assume that you're supposed to be here. As long as you don't do anything to arouse suspicion, you should be fine. And this badge of yours, will it get us up to the second floor? Afraid not. I was able to get you badges, but I don't work with the security desk. That's where you need to go to access the elevator. I'll tell you what though. The desk sergeant on duty, Shang, is a friend. Tell him that you need to meet with Mia and admin to go over some paperwork, and he'll upgrade your badge's clearance rating. I've seen him do it 100 times. Mia and admin, got it. Good. And I think that's everything. There aren't many constables in the building, just enough to keep the place running and make sure that the interrogation subjects don't escape. It should be pretty dead in there. Alright, what about automated security? Drones, turrets, that sort of thing. No drones. Got nothing to worry about there. She pauses a moment considering. There's some turrets in the training rooms upstairs, near the evidence room. But they're loaded with low velocity rounds. They're strictly non-lethal. Besides, you shouldn't need to go anywhere near those rooms anyway. You say that. You hope I have several miniguns. I have a minigun that fires miniguns. And I go near any room. All rooms. They're all my rooms. On the off chance that your cover gets blown early, you might have to shoot your way to the evidence room. I don't much like the thought of that, but I know that it might happen. I'm going to steer clear of the station until you and your pirate friends have cleared out. If you do wind up going loud, I don't want to catch a stray bullet. Understood. I'd much rather you not be in my way. Taps a code into the PDA on her wrist, and you hear a buzzing sound. The door pops open. There you go. Get in there. If you get caught, we've never met. Why are you doing this? Freight and her people. What they're doing is fucked. Everybody in the station knows it, but nobody wants to make waves. When Q approached me, I saw my chance to do something to be a good guy, for a change. I figured that I'd owed it to him, to myself to try. She pauses, her eyes flitting away. I know. Totally cornball, right? Like some cliche out of an old movie. But I guess that I'm doing it anyway. Go ahead and take that for what you will. Now go on, do your job. Get Lamb and Q what they need to bring this place down. Yeah, there was still a second person. Another person probing my head, so it was a mage of some kind. No idea who they were working for. Possibly to be revealed at the very end. Like in Dragonfall. You were working for a dragon the whole time. Alright. This is probably going to be a long mission. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so I will finish this game. I got unlimited time tomorrow. It might even be your mythical 9-hour stream, Heart Trip. But I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time as usual. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will finish it tomorrow. Almost guaranteed. Almost. Have a good night, guys.